When I was 275 pounds, my health was really suffering. I had sleep apnea, I had plantar fasciitis so bad I could barely walk. My everyday activities were starting to become affected. I could barely bend down to tie my shoes. I could barely walk up and down the stairs without being out of breath. And I knew I had to make changes. But I had spent years yo-yo dieting, trying all these crazy weight loss challenges, taking away food groups, doing these crazy workouts. None of that worked. The fad diets, everything failed. And I thought, okay, I have to do something, but I have to do it differently. Something that I can sustain. So I decided, what if I just made small changes? Maybe that'll work. Maybe I can sustain it that way. And so in this video, I'm gonna share with you the 7 small changes that I made that actually worked and helped me lose 50 pounds in 3 months. I made so many mistakes. My entire life, I struggled with my weight. I tried everything under the sun desperately to lose weight, and all that happened was I failed and kept gaining more and more weight. Finally, I realized if I could just handle some small changes, maybe I could do this. And I did. So the first small change that I made, I was drinking 7 full sugar pops a day. So the one change I made was to just switch to diet pop. I wasn't ready to give up pop, and I wasn't ready to not drink 7 cans. So all I did was go from full sugar pop to diet. That put me in a massive calorie deficit without even realizing it, because 1 full sugar can of Dr. Pepper, which was my favorite, is like 140 calories or something like that. So that's like about 1,000 or more calories a day that I was just drinking in calorie form. I mean, drinking in liquid form. So that was a big calorie deficit just doing that one thing. The next change that I made was to drink more water. I did not drink water at all. My entire life, really. I drank juice and pop. But I learned that if you're dehydrated, 1, your body doesn't function properly, and 2, your body can give you signals that you're hungry when you're dehydrated. You actually just need water. So I started with 8 8-ounce glasses, but I had to do a few tricks to get myself to drink more water. So I started every night before I went to bed, I would put one of these bottles of water in the bathroom. When I woke up, I went to wash my face, I would make sure that I drank this full bottle before I left the bathroom and started my routine for the day. So already I had some water down. And then throughout the day, I would just, add another bottle of water somewhere and make sure that I drank it, so that eventually I got my 8 8-ounce glasses. And that really helped. And also, when I drank water with my meals, it helped fill my belly up, so I was less likely to reach for more food. So,
I think this goes into like how when we were heavier, we used to overcomplicate things.
yes.
We were in the same boat. We just refused to do the simple basics. Literally, every single person that we talk to that wants to lose weight and is having problems, probably 9 out of 10 do not drink enough water.
No.
It's the basics. You have to start at the basics. And me and Nicole didn't want to. We wanted to skip. We want to skip eating in portion. We want to skip walking. We want to skip water. And it's got to be more difficult. It's got to be more complicated. I gotta learn what kind of fancy diet to do.
And we literally did it all. We wanted the fancy magic pill that would speed stuff up. But in reality, drinking more water and switching to diet pop, those were things that worked. And the rest of the things I'm gonna share with you, they worked so well. We lost 50 pounds in 3 months. We had so much weight to lose. The weight was falling off because doing these things was putting us in a calorie deficit without us even realizing it. It was so easy that it was hard at first to accept that you can actually do simple things and lose weight.
And it's kind of painful to watch so many YouTubers not emphasize the basics first and go into complication before they get down the basics.
Yeah, and we hear so many people struggling, like Kyle said, and usually they're not drinking enough water. And that is one simple thing. If you're overwhelmed in the beginning, like Kyle and I were, we've both lost 130 pounds and kept it off for 6 years. We were so overwhelmed and lost in the beginning.
It's like when me and Nicole were stuck and on that yo-yo diet loop, we wanted to learn how to count to 1 billion, but we didn't want to learn how to count to 10 first.
So if you make one small change, just add more water, you're already progressing. That's one thing that most people do not do. And it's so easy. Just, you can even do what we did. Put one in the bathroom and drink it before you leave the bathroom in the morning.
Yeah, me and Nicole, when we woke up in the morning, we both had our bottles so we could like check on each other. Like,
yes.
That bottle better be gone, bud.
Yep, exactly. So the next one, smaller portions. We wanted to eat all the foods that we loved. We didn't want to give anything up, but we knew we had to eat less. So we decided, instead of giving up all our favorite foods, we were just gonna portion them out. We bought a food scale, we bought measuring cups and spoons, and we used the backs of the serving sizes, the nutrition labels on the backs of food packages, to measure all our food out. We just used the portion guides they have. And also, we used to eat a bag of chips every single night, each. We went and we said, hey, instead of the bag, we'll still eat the chips, but we'll put it in a bowl. So we just started doing those things. Instead of eating 2 plates of dinner, we had 1. Just small little, smaller portions, and that really helped.
We basically took an audit of what wasn't working. So every time that we would fail on a diet, we stopped eating the foods we loved. So we're like, maybe we just keep eating the same.
Just eat a little less.
Yeah.
That's really it. We didn't count calories or anything at that point. We just ate a little bit less. The next one was low-calorie food swaps. So instead of butter, we went to light margarine. We used salad dressing still, but we used low-calorie salad dressing. So we kept all of our favorite condiments and sauces and cheese, but we just switched to the low-fat or the fat-free version. And that put us in even more of a calorie deficit because we were used to consuming, Kyle and I must have gone through like a pound of butter a week.
But doing it in these simple, small ways.
You don't even notice it.
Yeah, and it made us feel like, hey, maybe we can do this longer than a day or a week or something.
We still ate cheese. It was just light. We went from regular bacon to turkey bacon. We made protein pancakes instead of regular pancakes. And it was like, wow, we were enjoying our food, just eating a little less, still eating margarine, and we were loving it, and we were actually getting results.
Well, we put margarine on stuff. I wouldn't say I ate margarine, but.
When I was little, I think I actually ate butter with
Well, you would.
And the next one is huge, and most people do this. We skipped meals all the time. So the change we made was we stopped skipping meals. Anytime that we skipped a meal, later on in the day, we would be so hungry, we would overeat. So this time we said, we're gonna eat meals at regular times. So we ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 2 snacks. And that really helped. It kept us from being so hungry that we would start eating and eating and eating mindlessly at night. And it also kept our metabolism going, and we felt full and satisfied all day.
So we've been doing YouTube for 6 years. We've talked to thousands of people that are struggling with weight and try to help them not struggle anymore with weight loss. Mm-hmm. Just like the water thing, 9 out of 10 of them skip breakfast.
Yes.
So they're piling up all their calories late at night. Me and Nicole used to do the same thing. Skip or eat very lighter in the beginning of the day and then pile it on at night. Mm-hmm. Now it's still, you're still just eating more. If you're gaining weight, you're just eating too much.
Right.
You got to get in a calorie deficit, but we notice patterns in people. Most people skip breakfast. And
that anytime I skip breakfast, I was so hungry at the end of the night, it always backfired, and I would eat way more and then not be in a calorie deficit. So eating regular meals, especially breakfast, set us up for success. The next one, meal prep. This is huge. When we did not have our meals prepped or snacks portioned out and in the fridge or in the cupboard or something in the car for when we were driving and we got hungry, it would set us up for failure, and we would eat something that we didn't want to eat or eat way more. So when we had our food prepped in the fridge, or things that were fruit cut up, or protein bars in the car ready to go, so that when we were hungry we would eat that instead of fast food or things that we didn't want, it totally set us up for success. We labeled all our food, portioned it out in containers, and it was always there for us. So whenever we were hungry, there was no excuses. We had food ready to go. And we still meal prep to this day. It literally saved our lives having meals prepped.
And we still go, hey, you know, this thing that we got to do might take a little longer. Maybe we should bring a protein bar.
Yeah, we have them all the time. And if we know that we're gonna go somewhere and we might be a long time, we'll take a couple of things. We'll take like a Fiber One bar and a protein bar because they're lower calories and they'll keep us full. And then we know we've got meals. There's no excuse. The last one, and then I'm gonna give you a bonus. The last one is we journaled our food. For the first year, we wrote down. Now there are apps that can do that for you now, but when we were losing weight, there wasn't. So
we had something called paper and pen.
Paper and pen. So we literally just wrote on a paper every single day, everything we ate for every meal, including like condiments, if we put sweetener in something, we counted all of it, wrote it down, the portions and the foods. And that held us accountable. And so if we didn't lose weight one week, we could go back in our journal and go, okay, where did we go right and where did we eat too much?
Even if we messed up, we wrote that down too.
It was very difficult to write it down, and there were times where I would not and then walk away and then go, nope, I gotta go back and write that down. And then I could look at it and go, okay, that's where I messed up. Why? Oh, did I skip a meal that day? Or it just showed us where we needed to fix it and held us accountable. And we did it for the first year, and then we felt really confident in being honest with ourselves and we didn't have to do it anymore, but that really helped. And then this is the bonus. We couldn't really do much because we were so heavy and so out of shape and we had so many medical problems. So for exercise, we thought, okay, at least we could walk a few steps. But we needed a little bit of motivation to get started. So what I used to do is put my workout clothes in the bathroom with the water, so that as soon as I went into the bathroom, I knew you better drink that water, you better put those walking clothes on, and you better get out there and walk.
Because in the beginning, we thought it was a chore to exercise, and it's funny, like, you know, 6, 7 years, 8 years later,
we love it.
It's a privilege to exercise, but in the beginning it was not. It was kind of like a chore.
Well, and Kyle got really bad leg cramps and I had plantar fasciitis, so walking was actually really uncomfortable. But we knew, like, we had to save our lives. We had to do it. So putting the walking clothes in the bathroom was like, you can do this, guys. You got this.
Yeah,
so,
don't give yourself any excuse to, like, not do something.
No, if you have to lose weight, if your health is on the line like it was for us, you can do this. It didn't feel like work. These changes were so easy, we didn't even realize that we lost 50 pounds so fast because we had so much weight to lose and we were loving what we were eating. And then, you know, we started with 5 minutes for walking, and then one day we were like, we can go for half an hour. So these little changes, they work. If you're struggling or you're feeling overwhelmed, just don't have to do even all of them. You can pick one that will work for you, one small change, and you're already saying to yourself, I can do this. Just one little change, guys. You can do it. Kyle and I did it, and we never thought that we would be here. So it just takes one little step. And if you guys want to know exactly what we ate to lose our first and next 50 pounds, we have 2 weight loss guides. Down below are the links, exact portions, exact meal plans, family-friendly recipes, all in there. And you can watch these 2 videos for more tips. We love you guys. You got this. We got you. We love you.
Is that karate or what are you doing?
It's like karate and lawnmower mixed together.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Oh, before we go, I just... Hi, guys.
What's wrong with you?
I wanted them to think that they put YouTube on slow motion to watch the video.
So, Greg Doucette just showed us that a little trick. He watches YouTube on 1.5 speed.
Oh, yeah.
So we were just joking around and we put it on like slower by half or a full stop, and Nicole found that very fascinating.
Thanks for explaining that, because I thought they could read my mind. Love you guys. Peace. Yes.
See ya.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.